Hello, welcome guys. Welcome once again to my class. Okay. And in this class, I'm going to be teaching us how we can be able to download. I'm sorry, I don't want this video. How am I going to cancel this? Let me. Sorry, I'm coming. So in this class, we are going to be learning. Hello. In this class, we are going to be learning how to download openssl to a window machine. Okay, so what I want to do is going to want to go to my Google, and then what I want to type there is open SSL download. Okay, so I want to add Windows to it. Okay, and then click on the enter button. So where you want to download this is in this website, the cproweb.com. So I'm going to put these on the description environment. Okay, so this is the website that we want to download this particular solution from. Okay, however, in our previous class, this was the same website I showed us, but it wasn't. This particular environment wasn't displaying that day. That was the reason why we did not download it that day. However, it's displaying now, and OpenSSL is officially not built for Windows because it does not have a GUI, and in this sense now, GUI has to do with this kind of apps, graphical user interface. So it does not have a graphical user interface. Let me show us. So like all these things we are seeing here, all these things like all these symbols of our app, that is what we refer to as graphical. Our Google, when you press your phone, then you see, all these icons and the rest of them. All these things are what we refer to as graphical user interface. So the OpenSSL does not have a graphical user interface. You can only interact with it using you know, our um, command tool in the computer. So when we install it now in this device, it is not going to be visible anywhere except only, you know, when we interact with it using our command prompt. Okay. Now, so what you want to do basically is to know the one you want to install in your Windows computer. So this is the file type. Okay, so this one is the lightweight version. I prefer the lightweight version for our learning sake. Okay, and but if you want to download the second one, that's also fine. So these are different depending on the computer you are using. So if you're using a 32-bit computer, you want to install this one or perhaps this. So you want to install based on your system specification. Okay, however, I want to install this, and then the installer is just 5 megabytes. This other one is a very heavy one, and 244 megabytes. So this one is recommended for software developers by the creator, that is the OpenSSL themselves, because but I want to choose this one. So I want to click on this environment to get it, you know, downloaded. So I want to click here, and then our system is going to load, and then it will start to download. Now, uh, the download process is dependent on the network. Okay, if your network is that fine, you can download very very fast, and then so let me just give it a little time so that it will start. I will now continue the class. Okay, so my My OpenSSL have been app is now completely downloaded. Okay, it took how many minutes or other seconds for that to happen. And then what I want to do now, I want to open it, right? So I want to open it or maybe show in folder, anyone you want to do before opening. So let me show in folder first and then be able to run it on this machine. And then what I just have to do is to click on run, and then I'll keep saying okay next. So I accept the agreement. Okay, next, everything next. Okay, next, next. Everything is just next, and then it's going to be installed on our computer system. So this one is also saying one time duration of last time. Okay, everything. So basically, what you just have to do there is finish the large one-time donation of window. They're asking us to do, I think, click finish to, is it okay? So I unchecked here and then I want to click on finish, right? Okay, so that was what I did. And then this particular, um, this particular tool is already installed in our device. Now, let's check if we have it now in our device. Okay, so what we want to do now is to search for command prompt in our computer. So you can just click your window button and then you click on Al and write. Then you write CMD. Okay, command prompt. Anyhow, you brought it out. Okay, and the next thing you want to write in this place is you want to write open SSL, then you write version, add version to it, and then you press on enter. Okay, so at this junction now, we can see what we have here is saying that OpenSSL is not recognized as an internal or external command. Now, basically now we have installed OpenSSL, but there are some stuff we need to also set up. Okay, so at this junction, I'm going to guide us on how we can be able to set up those functions. We have actually installed OpenSSL here, but the it cannot work until we set up some uh, and give it a very good patch directory on our computer system. So that is going to be the next step we are going to do now. And once we are done with that, we can now start to uh, run commands on OpenSSL and be able to encrypt and decrypt information using OpenSSL and the rest of that. Okay, so that's the next thing we want to check now. Okay, so for us to set up our OpenSSL very well on our computer system, what we want to do is to go to our um, program file in the computer and then be able to direct for some stuff um, in the proper way they ought to be. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to I'm going to look for my directly. Okay, this PC. That's for me. That's how I want to get it there, and then I want to click the local disk. Okay, I want to get my local disk, and when my local disk is open, the next thing I want to click on is program files. Okay, so when my program file is open, the next thing I want to click on is you can see that we have actually installed the OpenSSL. So I want to click on my Open SSL, and the next thing I want to click is the bin. Inside the OpenSSL file, you're going to see this place where they say bin. So I'm going to click on it. Then the next thing I want to do is to copy this particular directly. Okay, I want to copy it. I just want to come here and then I'll copy it. Maybe let me expand this place so that we can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I've opened the bin and then I want to copy the directory down. Control C. So when that is being done, the next thing I want to do is to search um, in this environment. I'll come to my search environment and then I'm going to click environment. Environment. Okay. So I'm going to see a environment variable for your account, right? So sorry, it is system environment. Edit the system environment variable. Okay, so I want to click on edit the system environment variable, and then when that is being done, the next thing I want to click on is environment variable, and when that is also done, the next thing I want to click on this environment where they wrote paths, right? Okay, um, I'm coming, looking for. Okay, so at this junction, in your own computer system, you are going to see in this place, um, you know, some stuff that are written. Then what you want to look for is the one that is written path, Path, and then you double click it. Okay, you double click it, and then an environment is going to come out. And in that environment, you are going to see a place where they are going to ask you to that is going to come out like this where they're going to ask you to add new parts. Okay, what you just have to do is to click on the add new, and then um, you add it. So I doubt if this one is going to work because I'm using an old window machine that is not my uh, computer that you guys know. So actually not familiar with these. Okay, and then let me just try to randomly save something like this, and then click OK here, and perhaps OK here, and then let me now go back to my command prompt, and then I'll type open SSL version, and know what's going to happen. Is not recognized, and the reason for which it is telling me it's not recognized is because of my old Windows stuff that I'm using. Okay, but your own is going to show you the version, show you the time it was downloaded, and every other thing. Now if you get confused at any point, please revert to the PDF document that I sent to us, and that PDF document that I sent to us contains the directive on how you can be able to um, get this installed on your computer without with ease. Okay, so that's basically the page. I'm trying to get the page number. Okay, I think this information can be found at the last page, step number 2 of the PDF document. Okay, remember what we did. Okay, how we downloaded this particular tool. We came online and then we typed um, OpenSSL download. Okay, OpenSSL. It has started to download again. I don't want it again. OpenSSL download window, and then I ran it on the environment. And when I ran it, this website, cproweb.com slash product slash window 32 blah 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 was the one I clicked, and then I came down here, selected the light version, and downloaded it on my computer, and then I went through the installation process. I believe this video um, was able to guide you properly on how to download, install, and also activate your your own tool. Okay, so any questions, feel free to ask, and um, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you can actually do that if you want to. And then God bless you so much. Thank you.